Good evening, wrestling fans. From an undisclosed location in Tokyo, Japan, this is the Crucible of Combat. This is the Forge.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. In the Forge, tournament. Introducing her, being accompanied by the Tree Force, Dr. Jigoku. Fighting out of the performance. Tag team combination of Project Tetsu 3.0 and Jigoku Destroy. Together they are the Augments.
It's been a busy pre-season here in the AWL. Already we have a brand new Intercontinental Champion. If you want to know who it is and how she got her hands on the belt, check out the previous video in this very playlist. But for right now, we need to find new #1 contenders to the men's and women's tag team championship. And for the first time, the men and the women will have a different format for their tournaments. We'll get into the women's division a little bit later, the Joshi division. Right now, it's a 4-team elimination tournament. We are going to determine the 1, 2, 3, and 4 rank of the AWL Best 4, and we're going to do it right here, right now. And we're starting off with the only representatives of our Canadian branch, AWL Strong and Free, and that is the Augments. The top 2 individual wrestlers in terms of wins and losses in their branch. But will they be the top tag team as well? We're about to find out. The winners of this tournament will face the new classics, the 7-star champions. Oh no.
That's right, I'm back.
Crap.
From the dark side of the moon, from the underworld, song for life.
Well, the Pit did have a successful season last season. That's how all of these teams got into this tournament, is we took the top 4 win-loss records from last season and put them into the tournament. Of course, the seasons, with the turn of the seasons, we reset the tag team records in the Animated Wrestling League, which means every team coming into this tournament is at 0 and 0. 0 wins, 0 losses. We don't record draws. But the Demon Gisei will be accompanying 2 out of the 4 teams. Not just the Pit, but Ganba's Shadows as well. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Ganba Kishi Dark, the leader of this faction, the leader of the Pit, is our new Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion. I'm sure we'll have more on that a little bit later tonight. This is all part of the preseason, it's all part of the admin, this is all part of the setup for the 22nd season of the AWL. And it's gonna be the big beefy boys. Big meaty men slapping meat. Starting us off here. And look at this, look at the strength of the power! The hydraulic assistance helping Project Tetsu, the Dean of the Active Augments, originally created as an evil mirror of the Japanese megastar Ganba before he himself fell to the darkness. And there's the tag made, the little and large tag team, the Tank and the Ferrari, versus the pair of powerhouses that we know as the Augments. As we entered last season, the Augments had what they called tag team supremacy. First faction to ever control the World Tag Team Titles and the Joshi Tag Team Titles. At the moment, they have nothing, but the Augments, because of the length of their reign, because of the number of defenses in their reigns, they will, both men's and women's tournaments, be participating tonight. Kyoto going to be looking to stick and move here. He's going to, try to avoid those kind of holds, the bear hugs. Project Tetsu is a powerhouse. He's not known for his submission holds, but he could very easily squash the Dark Rabbit of the Moon. Turnover here, and of course, Gyokdo, a former member of the Augments, specifically a former member of the brainwashed Dorei Corps, when he was, I think, DB02 was his designation. I might have the number wrong there. Tag made to the creature from the underworld, the Grim Reaper of professional wrestling. The blade that cuts between life and death, Sombo no Yaiba, covered deep in enemy territory. But no rescue needed there, no save needed. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Gyokdo getting knocked off of the apron. And now Jigoku Destroy has to make a decision. Do I stay on the apron and offer a tag if needed? Or do I turn my back? Oh no, never mind, the decision made for him. Sombo no Yaiba going to go up to the top. This is attempted murder. No, he's not, thank goodness. These may be super heavyweights, but they can move around like nobody's business. As we now have combat on the inside and the outside of the forge. This is the crucible of combat where we burn away the incompetent, we burn away failure, and we find only victory that leads you to challenge for the AWL World Tag Team Championship, currently held by the new classics, vintage Project Tetsu with that fall forward power bomb, but still a kick out at 2. The mixed martial artists, Lee Masters, the Suplex Masters, Sammy Nix, in their 7th title reign, looking on. They are watching this feed. They know they're going to have to face all 4 of these teams eventually if they're able to hang on to their titles. Now that's interesting. It was a 2 count just a second ago. Now it's only a 1. Beautiful fisherman suplex. Pick him up, put him down, make it hurt. That is the philosophy of Jigoku Destroy. Lots of throws, lots of suplexes. And he could be a match for Sammy Nix, should this team make it to the #1 contenders rank. We're going to have 2 semifinals, 1 bronze medal match to determine the #3 and #4 contenders in the AWL Best 4. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Oh, inverted choke slam. Face first. Arrogant cover, but it could do it. 1, 2, no. Something tells me if the blade that cuts between life and death had gone for a traditional cover there, this match might be over in less than 5 minutes. We're just over 4 minutes in now. 15-minute time limit in all of these tournament matches. In the event of a time limit draw, both teams would be eliminated. And we would have to have, in the semifinals, they're just out of the best 4. In the final, we would have to have a rematch on AWL Hontai, I would imagine, or AWL Strong and Free, or possibly both, to figure out the new #1 rank. We all hope that doesn't happen. We need the time limit to be a motivator for these wrestlers. So we are all hoping for decisive victories here, just like that, with the Tetsu Driver into the cover. 1, 2, kick out. Yeah, the acoustics in the forge are not brilliant, I'll give you that. But 5 minutes into the 10-minute time limit, you can see the clock at the top of your screen. Your wrestlers in the ring and on the outside cannot. And of course, don't forget, we got Gisei and the diabolical Dr. Jigoku at ringside as well. Tag Kogeki, what are we going to see? Double big back body drop, and that is a long, long way to fall. Those are some very tall gentlemen, or very tall cyborgs and robots. I'm not entirely sure what Project Tetsu is. I'm not sure if he has any biological components remaining. We shall see. Moving forward, it's the battery life. This is science. This is super science versus magic right now, versus the supernatural. Up and oh, the powerbomb toss! I keep saying he's going to break somebody's neck doing that. And this time the save was necessary. Gyokdo unable to get in time. That was just the ring positioning there, I think. Oh, nice spear by Jigoku Destroy. Modified Juji Gadame there. Right now, I think the Augments are trying to formulate a game plan. Their normal tactics don't seem to be working. Sombo no Yaiba has taken... Wait a minute, here we go. He thought it was a Tetsu driver! And never mind, that was the plan! The Tetsu driver. Let's take a look at some of that action. First to Gyokdo. And he was pretty much a non-factor in the match after that big back body drop. But this right here, look at this. Super heavyweight to super heavyweight.
Here we go, winners. Moving on to the final. The Augments.
And that means the Augments are guaranteed either the number 1 or the number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4 for the World Tag Team Titles. All for Dr. Jigoku. But Gisei isn't finished yet, and all he's got to do is beat some racist businessmen. Wrestling's kind of weird when you say it out loud, isn't it?
Isn't that any chance? We'll know better than the last one, or else. Scheduled for one fall in the fourth
Hey, wait a minute, what are they wearing?
Introducing first. Reflecting the
Oh,
glow.
bullshit!
Star.
No, what the fuck?
Ganba shadow.
Well, I mentioned that... As I mentioned, Ganba Ishii Dark winning the AWL Grand Championship at the end of last season, and now his simulacra, his shadow clones, seem to be wearing dark reflections of the AWL Grand Championship itself. That is not the AWL Grand title. Obviously, there's only one AWL Grand Championship belt. But the Pit making a mockery of the most prestigious prize in all of professional wrestling. Not even bother to walk the shadows. They want to show off right now. That is... no, I don't use this word lightly. That is sacrilege. As the demon Gisei leading his second team. Oh, God. Do we actually have to rely on these guys to save us now? We're kind of screwed, aren't we?
Of their opponents, being accompanied by the very kind assistant, making their way to the ring from the office, the tag team combination of Yamada Zero and Mr. Shota. Together they are Zaidan J.
This is an all AWL Hontai match. AWL Hontai dominating the men's tag team division. AWL Strong and Free dominating the women's, as you will see a little bit later. But right now, it's going to be the leader, the self-proclaimed last Japanese man, Yamada Jiro, and the office boy, Mr. Shota, the very kind assistant in the glasses, will be at ringside. And I find myself in the unenviable position of voting, of wanting to see Yamada Jiro actually pick up a victory for the first time in my life. Bang the gong, we are on, 15 minutes on the clock. Ooh! Now, if Zaidan J could somehow pull off a miracle here, we would have an all-hit losers bracket. We would have the team of the Pit, Gyokdo, and Sombo no Yaiba versus Ganba Shadows in our bronze medal match. That would actually have to be a first-time ever affair. That's what I love about these kind of tournaments. You see matches that you normally wouldn't see in the course of regular competition. Not only did we just see an AWL Hontai versus Strong and Free affair in our last contest, which almost never happens outside of the preseason and never happens in the tag team division. We now could have Hit versus Hit in the bronze medal match, in the fight for 3 and 4. Tag was made here to Yamada Jiro's Kohai, and tag made between the Shadows as well. I don't differentiate between them as far as names because there is no differentiation. They're just clones. They're these simulacra of Ganba Kishi Dark, just popping out of the darkness whenever he needs to summon them. Cover for the 1. Breakup by Yamada Jiro, actually showing some concern for his protege. Reversal. Now I would say Mr. Shota is or Hiroyuki Shota to use his full name. Mr. Shota is a much better professional wrestler than Ganba Shadow. However, the strength, the power, and frankly the fact that it's human versus demon, that changes everything. That may be too much to overcome here. Not to mention the fact that the Shadows are, by definition, a cohesive tag team. They're literally the same entity. They are also former AWL World Tag Team Champions. But Hiroyuki Shota, Mr. Shota, a former AWL World Tag Team Champion is as well, but not in Zaidan J. That was back in the days of the Flying Yukis, several seasons ago now. In fact, he and his partner were the youngest ever AWL World Tag Team Titles holders, a brilliant Cinderella story. But I just say Mr. Shota fell in with a bit of a bad crowd with the xenophobic, racist, nationalist, corporate philosophy of Zaidan J. And that was a good technique, the sleeper hold. And actually the fact that Mr. Shota is shorter than his opponent, that actually helps him with the sleeper hold because he's able to crank back and let gravity do half of the work for him. You notice the save there from that submission as well. A little over 3 minutes into the match now. No, double tag made. Ricky DeRobert on the side of Zaidan J. More of a tag of choice between the Shadows. And one of the challenges whenever you face identical twin tag teams is avoiding the twin magic, making sure you realize, A, which Shadow is the legal combatant, and you remember which AWL, which one you've hurt, which one's the most injured. And you have to follow the official. You have to make sure you know who's in and who's out when the tag is made. About 11 minutes left now. Dragon Screw Leg Whip. Yamada Jiro loves to pick up little moves and tricks, and tidbits from some of the greatest professional wrestlers in the history of Japan. And you just saw the Dragon Screw Leg Whip of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Ooh, to use his westernized name. You'll see the Liger Bomb. You'll see the fall-away slam of Antonio Inoki. You'll see the Rikitazan chop, the big boot of Giant Baba. You'll see a Rainmaker occasionally. Oh, you'll also see a forearm right to the face. Bad place to be. Elbow drop backbreaker. He forked him. He just double attack, double points of damage. And there we go. There's that fall-away slam. Used to be used by the late great Antonio Inoki. Not as legendary as his submission hold, but still. 5 minutes down, 10 to go. Up. Oh, Brain Buster! As the Shadow Beast celebrates, doesn't realize the tag was made. He does now. Up, down, all around, Samoan drop, no! Denied by the Shadow Beast. That Samoan, and a traditional Brain Buster, not putting any kind of a twist on that, just dropping his opponent right down on his head. as the shadows stand tall. Uh-oh. Oh, tope con hiro! Over the top rope, down to the floor. The very kind assistant, clearly unhappy at what he's seeing right now, but he knows that if he gets physically involved while the referee is watching, that's it. The referee will disqualify, and you can move forward, you can move up to the final or down to the loser's bracket on a disqualification. Face forward, true believer. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! The rope being used as a weapon here. But the body of the Shadow Beast separating the referee from the action there. Up there. Oh! I think an attempted powerbomb just got countered into a beautiful Hurricane Rana neckbreaker. Is he gonna go for it? Yes, no, he's gonna... Yeah, that's smart. Go for the neck. Try to set him up for another shot of that sleeper hold. The tag is made. Yamada Jiro coming in. The only wrestler I have ever seen in my life who wrestles in Geta. Gotta got Geta. Never mind. Going up here. Wait a minute. The wings of the devil. Akuma no Tsubasa. Into the cover. A shadow. A shadow, a reflection of the power of Ganba Hishi Dark. It's unbreakable when Ganba does it, but notice the rules of tag team wrestling coming into play. Yamada Jiro saved, but he is on the ropes, literally right now. He's barely moving. He's going to go for something. A desperation Liger bomb. Hits it. The legs, the arms are not Nelson there. The leg Nelson, that's the height differential. Normally, with any kind of a sit-up powerbomb, you want to drape your legs over the opponent's arms to make it harder to kick. And wait a minute! Akuma no Tsubasa tries to steal it! But on the wrong shadow! That's not the legal fighter! The very kind assistant trying to make that clear. The referee's making the count on the outside. Yamada Jiro's fighting the wrong man! We've had a little twin magic here and we didn't even realize it. AWL senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family knows what's going on. He knows the legal fighters, and now finally, Yamada Jiro, I'm sure he'll claim this was the plan all along. Unless he loses. Irish whip into the corner. Going for another Akuma no Tsubasa out of the side. Yes, I think, no. He's going for the execution drop kick. And that does, oh right, oh god, the head. Yamada Jiro's head bounced off that turnbuckle hard. Let's see if we've got that on the replay. Yes, we do. Watch this. Watch the head of Zaidan J's leader. Yeah, that is a knockout. Referee was absolutely correct in the decision there.
Here's your winner. Gone the shadow.
So the pit will be represented in both of the next matches. The Ganba Shadows, they will face the Augments in the grand final of this tournament. But first, we need to determine the other half of the AWL Best 4. We're not going to bother with the entrances here, we're just going to jump straight into the action. Pit Zaidan J. Wrestlers have had a brief rest period, of course, just because of the way the bracket fell. The Pit coming into this slightly fresher than Zaidan J. Already, the corporate philosophy of professional wrestling has failed against the supernatural darkness of Ganba Hishi Dark and his minions. The AWL Grand Champion, his faction could soon control the AWL World's Tag Team Champions as well. Those are, of course, the floating titles. The AWL Grand Champion, Joshi Champion, World's Tag Team, and Joshi Tag Team Champions are free to float between the branches. Between Japan and Canada, they are touring champions, which means the darkness of the pit could spread far beyond the archipelago of Sunbook, also known as Japan. If you didn't know, the two kanji that make up the word Japan, Nihon, Literally, that's what they mean, sun and book. And tag made. It's junior heavyweight versus junior heavyweight here. Not that we have weight divisions in the AWL any longer, but I will point out that Gyokdo is a former AWL light heavyweight champion. That was back in his first incarnation as the Doom Bunny. Yes, he was the Doom Bunny. That was the thing. Tag made. That's, of course, before being possessed by the Dark Rabbit of the Moon. Choke slam. You're going to go for that arrogant cover. Not this time. Oh, what the hell was that? No, look at that. Oh! Mr. Shota able to recover in midair and then it gets thrown. Maybe we should have weight divisions. Jesus H. Christ on a 2x4. Look at this. What the hell? We haven't even gotten to the women's division yet. Where we're going to have a first round bye situation. Once again, more of that as we get to it. Multiple kicks here. The educated feet, the Geta enhanced kicks of Yamada Jiro into the cover. One, good ring positioning, dead center, but slightly away from the opponent's corner. And notice how Yamada Jiro positioning himself between his opponent and their corner. Yamada Jiro has never held the AWL World Tag Team Championship. Neither has this man. Neither has Sombo no Yaiba, who is not the legal competitor here. At least I don't think he is. Oh, yes, he is, says the referee. And that's going to reset the clock. And now a little 2-on-1 action. This is legal. Mr. Shota showing a little bit of sportsmanship, returning to the apron, returning to the tag zone. As he should. 20 count on the outside, of course. You can advance. You can win this match. Oh, this is their final fight for tonight. You can win this match via countout. In the event of a double countout, since this is the bottom, this is the bronze medal match, both teams would be eliminated. We just have 2 holes in the best 4 we would have to solve a little bit later. Quick kick there. Bit of a double team. Not a great double team. These two don't tag as much as they should, in my opinion. There was a plan for last season for Zaidan J to let the very kind assistants be the main tag team. There's only one problem with that plan. They sucked. And they lost pretty much all of their matches. So we have a far more cohesive tag team on the side of the pit. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remain. Oh no. Up. Down! All the way down to the underworld. 1, 2. No! Mr. Shota showing some actual fighting spirit. Mada tokan ga aru ne. Gyokdo with a pointless dive roll. No, wait a minute. Oh! Face forward, true believer for the 1.
Golden Finger, 5 minutes.
1/3 of the way through the time limit here. Mr. Shota looking to finish the... No, Yamada Jiro gonna finish this. Gyokdo, he needs to make a tag. He barely knows where he is right now. No, he's going for the attack. That could be a strategic error. Fall away slam, and the referee calls it a knockout. The pit has failed. But Ganba's shadows are still alive.
Here are your winners, and the 3rd rank in the AWL Best 4. Zaidan J.
Well, you see those top 2 ranks are TBD. Up next, we're gonna do the D'ing. That sounded so much worse coming out of my mouth than it did in my head. Tournament final, What more do you want? Subite Jigoku Hakase no Tameni, all for Dr. Jigoku.
The following contest is the grand final of the Forge, the Four Tournaments. Introducing first, making their way in, accompanied by their creator, Dr. Jigoku, fighting out of the laboratory. Project Tetsu 3.0 and Jigoku Destroy. Together they are. Where's that dragon that you needed?
The fires of the forge, burning hot, burning bright, burning strong. But the literal blacksmith wrestlers, the literal metallic monstrosities, the bastardizations of the mad sciences, known as the Augments, Subite Jigoku Hakase no Tameni. They are ready for their second interbranch contest of the night. It's AWL Strong and Free, represented by the Augments, unfortunately, versus AWL Hontai, represented by the Shadows, with their false belts.
And their opponents, making their way from the pit, accompanied by Gisa, reflecting the glory of Ganba Ishida. Your winners, Ganba Shadow.
Well, they've done their showing off. Now they're willing to walk the shadows yet again. Remember, the winners of this match get the first shot of the season at the new classics, the 7-time World Tag Team Champions. Well, bang the gong, we are on, starting off with the nasty-looking code breaker there by Ganba's Shadow. Of course, once again, we've got Gisei and Dr. Jigoku out here. It's a rare Canada versus Japan matchup. We will see more such matches in the Oshogatsu Taikai in the New Year's tournament coming up in just a couple of weeks. We're going to have our bracket announcement. That's going to be the next preseason match, or the next preseason video that you're going to see here on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss all of the news coming out. And we've got some pretty big names that are going to be competing in the New Year's tournament this year as we enter 2024. And looking up here, Powerbomb into the corner, buckle bomb. That is not good. That is not safe. Careers have been shortened by years by that kind of a maneuver. And wait a minute, we saw this earlier. Up, down. And now, another arrogant cover. But at least this time it was in the Augment's own corner. Project Tetsu, obviously that helmet betrays absolutely no emotion whatsoever, but you get the feeling he was bragging there for a moment in this Powerhouse versus Powerhouse tag team affair. Oh, wait a minute. A variation of the old Ganba Kani, the Ganba Crab. We have not seen that move since the days of the Japanese megastar. The very wrestler Project Tetsu was invented, literally was built to defeat. Well, the tag made Jigoku Destroy. Dr. Jigoku's pride and joy, formerly the AWL Commissioner's personal enforcer, the Destroyer Hakaisha, once again corrupted and brainwashed into the Dorei Corps, and when that faction fell apart, Dr. Jigoku decided to keep his Destroyer, keep his Hakaisha, and rechristen him with his own name. Jigoku Destroy, the only one of the augments that Dr. Jigoku has ever put his own name on. And would you look at that, it's almost like they don't have physical bodies, these shadow beasts. Incredible height on that stomp, stomping a standing, damn near 7-foot tall being. This is nuts. And now Gisei here, he will get involved if he thinks he can get away with it. Oh, Spine Buster! On the outside, into the flames of the forge. Over the oh, wait a minute. Some interesting tactics here. Classic game of AWL cat and mouse in and out of the ring. Jockeying for position, both men looking to control the center of the board in the human game of chess. Oof! Hard elbow strike right to the face, into the cover. Denied. Jigoku Destroy and Project Tetsu 3.0 working as literally well-oiled machines tonight. Stunner! Removing the tag possibility. Collar and elbow, Irish whip. And, oh! Thought he was going to go for another spine buster, instead a straight punch to the face. Pushing the borders of legality in professional wrestling. The closed fist, technically illegal, but that's one that gets, shall we say, referee's discretion in a tournament final. And now Gisei playing distraction, allowing the shadow to rise from the darkness. Ooh! Shot to the hydraulics in the legs. Super Science versus Supernatural. Mad Science versus the Dark Arts. God, I love pro wrestling. Unlimited storytelling potential in this format. Tag is made.
5 minutes. 5 minutes left.
And now looking for maybe a double knee stomp. And that's actually a pretty good strategy anytime you're facing somebody that big and that tall. Irish whip over. Oh! Nasty punch right to the stomach, using the opponent's momentum against him. And there's the German. Now we know Jigoku Destroy does like to chain those Germans together. He likes to go for the hat trick. But I don't think he could with a creature as big and powerful as Ganba's Shadow. Now, is he aware of the tag? I think he is. I think his external sensors picked that up. Wait a minute, Darkness Driver. No, oh! The neck break pile driver. Good grief. Nasty, nasty, nasty wrestling here. Ganba's Shadows, they're not trying to win a wrestling match, they're trying to hurt somebody. To be fair, I don't put anything past the Augments either. Just like in many different conflicts around the world and throughout history, there are no good guys here. Tag made. Tag Kogeki. Tag team attack. Double shoulder tackle, or double short arm spear, you might even call that. And now going, I think, yep, going to behind. He's going to go for it. No. Standing sling blade, I think we can call that. 1, 2. About 8 minutes and change remaining in the time limit. Here goes nothing. Oh. You know that the Shadows are going to be looking for Akuma no Tsubasa. They're going to be looking to take the Augments for a flight on the wings of the devil himself. Kick to the midsection. Going maybe for the Butcher Bomb. He's up, no, up, down. Yes, the Butcher Bomb. Echoes of a fallen Augment. 1, 2. Saved backup data of a former tag team partner. This is tag team wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, at its best. Demons versus robots. There's no battle box here, but it's robot fighting time. Tag is made. Seven minutes remain. Looking for the... No, wait a minute. Looking for the Akuma no Tsubasa himself. Copy and paste. And it works! Copy and paste for the Augments to pick up a victory to win the tournament. And it's going to be the Augments versus the New Classics. An ancient rivalry, rechristened in Season 22.
Here are your winners, and the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, the Augments.
And just like that, the Augments are back at the top of the tag team division. It's going to be man versus machine next season. Now, due to the events that happened at the season finale, we have a different format for this women's tournament. I'll explain more as we introduce the participants.
The following contest is a 3-way elimination match. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the laboratory, the tag team combination of Project Kaiju and Project Titan. Together they are, say it with me people, the Augments.
Last season, Yin and Yang defeated the championship team of Willow Nightingale and Edith Surreal. However, they did so by ring out, and therefore did not win the AWL World Tag Team Championship. However, the champions lost. As a result, the AWL Commissioner has decided that Yin and Yang get a first round bye. They go straight to the finals of the Forge the 4 tournament. Which means the other team, the other 3 tag teams, have to settle this in one match. And that means elimination rules. It's going to be a tornado affair. All 6 women in the ring, up to 5 falls to determine the winner. The first team to be fully eliminated will be number 4. The team that loses the final fall, number 2, the winners go on.
Introducing next, making their way to the ring from the unified School of the Tiger style, and the Greater Toronto area. The tag team combination of Green Tiger and your Dragonette. Together they are, Dragon and Tiger.
And I would be remiss if I did not mention, this match is to be no disqualification. We will have winners in the next 20 minutes. I don't know what happens in the event of a time limit draw, but let's just say it's going to be something none of the wrestlers want to have happen.
Introducing next, making their way to the ring from the wasteland, the tag team combination of Heidi Howitzer and the non-binary nightmare, Max, the Impaler. Together they are, the Wasteland War Party.
The Wasteland War Party barged onto the scene in the AWL at the last season, already fighting their way up to being one of the top teams. in the division. However, they are the only team in this match to have never held the AWL Joshi Tag Team Championship. So they have held tag team titles in the past. Internationally in Tokyo Joshi Pro, by the way. And as I said, 20 minutes on the clock, all six wrestlers in the ring at the same time, 5 women and 1 non-binary nightmare. Actually a non-binary person, by the way, Doctor Who. Get that right in the future. Now, since everybody's legal, anybody can pin anybody at any time. You only eliminate a team when both members have been pinned or made to submit. The first team to be completely eliminated will be the number 4 rank in the AWL Best 4. The second team, meaning the last team to be eliminated, will be the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4. The winners of this match will move on immediately to face Yin and Yang one-on-one standard AWL Tag Team rules in the tournament final. Big nasty drop there, drop kick. And notice the referee is not making a count on the non-binary nightmare as they return to the ring and get thrown out of it again because there are no countouts. There are no countouts, there are no disqualifications. However, pinfall and submission count only inside that 20 by 20 foot AWL ring. Cover for the 1. 90 seconds in, that could have been a very quick elimination. Taking a look here, we've got Spring Tiger and Heidi Howitzer on the outside. The steel chair has already been introduced. Dragoness and Dragoness and Max the Impaler now. Max the Impaler going for the cover. Now notice how Project Titan did not break up that cover. There's no reason to break up a cover here, because if your opponent eliminates somebody, if another team gets eliminated even, that's you one step closer to winning the tournament. So, wait a minute, Gotch-style pile driver on the outside, the classically trained Spring Tiger going all the way back to Gotch Hackenschmidt in her training. Senior official Joey Babaganoush, the famous Babaganoush wrestling family, is going to be ignoring everything that happens on the outside. Goozle into a military press. Oh, shoulder, over the shoulder, power slam. Moves like that. That's what gave Max the Impaler one of the best seasons of the Joshi division last season, despite the fact that they didn't debut until, I think like pretty close to mid-season. Heidi Howitzer, of course, making her AWL debut last season as well. Dragoness has been here since the beginning of the Joshi division. Former AWL Women's and Women's Tag, Joshi and Joshi Tag champion as well. Dragon Drop number 2, one of the moves inherited from her father, the second generation wrestler. Dragoness. Of course, she's added her own chapter to the book of the Dragon style of professional wrestling. Short DDT for the 1, 2, no. Kick out of the chair, goes flying. Head scissor takeover by Project Kaiju, the giant monster of the Augments. No, ladder now. There's a clang of metal on metal. 16 minutes, they're going for another Gotch pile driver. Couldn't fully get the grip on the top there, but the damage was done. Another pile drive possibility here. Remember, falls only count in the ring. Our cameras are going to try and keep up with all the action. So watch Max the Impaler with a choke slam. They're not going for the cover. No, they want to do a bit more damage. But going to the well one too many times. Inverted DDT by the Dragoness. 4.5 minutes in, we've yet to see a single fall here. This is brawled all over the forge. You can hear the clang, the clatter of that Japanese equalizer, the kendo stick, the shinai, bamboo on metal. And I honestly don't know what wins half the time there. First time call. Multiple shots here, going around 14 minutes, 45 seconds. Can someone tell me what happens if nobody wins? Okay, I've just been told, in the event that there's more than one team left standing, at the end of the time limit, then either the team with the most members remaining will win the match, or all surviving teams will move on. And we would have a multi-team final. And we have our first fall. Project Titan is out. That leaves Project Kaiju 1 on 4. And now we've got a problem here. Oh, wait a minute. Twisting tornado pile driver by Heidi Howitzer. The 1, 2, no. Winner of this match, winner of this tournament, I should say. This is just the preliminaries, folks. The winner of the tournament will go on to wrestle the international sensation Willow Nightingale. And wait a minute, cover, no.
Dragoness has been eliminated.
Dragoness passes out. Her body quits for her. And just like that, the Wasteland War Party are the only team still intact. Which means, if the match were to end now, if we go another 13 minutes and 3 seconds with no further falls, the Wasteland War Party would be the only team to advance to the final. Max the Impaler picking up a chair near the carcass of Dragoness as she's forced to return to the locker room area. And I don't think Max cares where they're swinging that chair right now. They're just looking to hit anything that moves that isn't Heidi. No countouts out here. You can do as much damage as you like, but you cannot win the match on the floor of the forge. That must happen in the true crucible of combat inside the ring. But right now, this is one great team versus 2 individual wrestlers. And in that situation, the team pretty much always wins. Oh, wait a minute. Over the shoulder pile driver reversal. But a pile driver to the Augments. Project Kaiju in trouble here. 1, 2. No. Kaiju kick out. And there's the Japanese equalizer in the hands of Spring Tiger. Looking for the Spring Tiger. Gibi Hisatsuwaza. Boom. That was a mistake. They should be trying to team up against the Wasteland War Party, but we both know that's never going to happen. Kick out at 2.5. And notice Max was perfectly willing to let that happen. A discus Polish sledgehammer. Do they have Vikings in Poland? They might have. I'm not sure. Going up. Is there still a Poland in the world, in the Wasteland, in the world of the Wasteland? No clue. Inverted DDT, a similar technique that we saw Dragoness use earlier. Gotta love when tag teams learn from each other. 1, 2, kick out. Right now the only match, oh, never mind. I was about to say the only match that mattered is the one happening in the ring. But, oh! Reverse vertical suplex on Project frickin' Kaiju. Another super heavyweight, but we're going to try and eliminate the little one right now. 1, 2. But no, you never overcome the Tolkien of the Tiger style. But maybe with brute force, you can still pin somebody over the shoulder, power slam. 1, 2, no, still a kick out.
10分経過、10 minutes. 10 minutes passed.
Right now, time is on the side. Oh, bonsai drop. Time still on the side of the Wasteland War Party, but they want a definitive win here. And frankly, because they're going to be going up against the whoever wins this is going up against the very fresh Yin and Yang. Spring Tiger Giri, boom! That could do it. They're in trouble. 1, 2, kick out. 9.5 minutes remaining. Plenty of time for one heck of a Tiger-style comeback. And for the second time against the same opponent, STG Spring Tiger Giri. 1, 2, no! Okay, 2 STGs. But into the tornado pile driver. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, we have an elimination. And a power bomb.
All victory to the Wasteland War Party.
Oh, that's it.
Wow, that was quick.
Back-to-back, virtually simultaneous eliminations. But because Spring Tiger was pinned first, Dragon and Tiger are the number 4 ranked. The Augments are number 3. And with that kind of momentum, the Wasteland War Party could take number 1 very easily. That's going to be our very next match on this very video.
Here are your winners. Moving on to the finals. The Wasteland War Party.
Oh, they do still have the card.
Obtained the 3rd rank. Dragon and Tiger have obtained the 4th rank.
Well, there's no rest for the wicked as the non-binary Nightmare, Heidi Howitzer, the Wasteland War Party. They're going to be back out here in just a few seconds. Yin and Yang enjoying their first round bye on the grounds of actually beating the tag team champions at the season finale. Now they have to face Monster, a War Party, on the war path.
The following contest is the grand final of the Boys of the Four tournament. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the Human Flight Team, the AWL Tag Team, Yin and Yang!
Yin and Yang, the first tag team ever hired by the Animated Wrestling League. And they're going up against the newest women's tag team in the Animated Wrestling League. A true clash of the generation in your Forge the 4 tournament main event. I don't get to say that often. That's fun. This team knows they can beat the Joshi Tag Team Champions. They've done it before. And I think they believe they can do it when it actually counts. In a way that actually counts. And frankly, I think they can too. But they've got a mountain of an obstacle between them and that rematch with Willow Nightingale and Nita Surreal, the Dancing Queens, for the Joshi titles.
And their opponents, making their way to the ring, from the Wasteland, Heidi Howitzer, Max the Imperial, the Wasteland War Party.
They have not had a lot of time to rest, and they're facing a very fresh team. But the adrenaline has got to be pumping through their veins as they just eliminated Dragon and Tiger. They just eliminated the Augments. It was a dominant performance just a few moments ago. The car is parked backstage. And they're ready to drive off, quaffed a few drinking horns. So right now, they're going to try and run over Yin and Yang. It'll be Yin and Max the Impaler beginning this contest. Bang the gong, we are on. Going up here, vertical suplex. Bit of oomph there to almost make it a brain buster. I know, vertical suplex, brain buster, the difference is, frankly, in the eye of the beholder, but I think brain buster sounds like a cooler name. And no, I do not call it a suplex, Gordon Sophie fans. Live with it. A little interference here from the crafty veterans. Yang from the dark side of the human psyche, what would you expect? Never breaking the rules, but bending them to almost to the breaking point. Tag is made, acknowledged by the referee. 14 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock in the event of a time limit draw. Neither team will be considered the top rank. We would have to have a rematch sometime during the actual season. That would be a disappointment. But sometimes, you know, it's not like we can control the outcome or anything. It's professional wrestling. It's a sport. Hi, Kayfabe. How you doing? Irish whip off of the... Oh! Swing and a miss there by Yang. A rare miss on the strikes. Yang, one of the best strikers in the AWL today, certainly in the Joshi division. Power slam. And I think Max should have gone for a cover there. They had the leg pretty much already hooked. I don't know what the plan is here. But Heidi Howitzer stumbling. You can make mistakes, you can make blunders. But you can't make too many. Boom, boom, boom. Going up and... Oh, wait a minute. Dominator! Heidi Howitzer with the deadlift dominator. Or the deadlift dominatrix, I don't know. And now going... Oh, stomp of the foot into a stunner to get out of that full Nelson. I don't know if she has a fancy name for that. The waist lock? No, it can't be a waist. Oh god, we need to give her some kind of a waist lock move. We can call it the waist lock that's in Wasteland, W-A-S-T, and that only works when you write it down, and that's a terrible joke. Moving on. Not gonna do that. Wow, it's like you're in the creative meeting just listening to me do commentary, aren't you? Ooh! Yin and Yang, the experience advantage. The energy advantage as well. 12 minutes on the clock, plenty of time. Heidi Howitzer. And, oh, springboard shoulder tackle by Heidi. She's going to be looking for that. No, she's going to be looking for the pile driver. And she gets it. The darkness driver for the one. Yang not able to kick out of that. Yin had to come in and break up the pin. Heidi going up top. No one to stop her. Up. And... Oh, the big splash, but nobody home. No water in the pool. Yang able to get away from that in the last possible second. I think Heidi was actually aiming at the legs. That makes sense. You take the base away, you take away pretty much all the offense. Irish whip, up, and sit out spine buster into the cover. 1, 2. I think that was more a cover of opportunity than any kind of deliberate plan. She realized, Yin did, hey, wait a minute. Her shoulders are down. Why not? Let's see if it works. Worst case scenario, Yin forcing Heidi Howitzer to kick out, to expel energy. Ooh! And there's that double choke slam that she loves. 1, 2. Shoulder up well before that final and fatal 3 count could be registered. Yin and Yang coming off of a disappointing victory at the season finale. Rare it is that the words disappointing and victory are put together. And look at this, stalling vertical suplex. An homage to the late great Davey Boy Smith. And boom! Tag is made. Double tag. We're now down to the powerhouses of the two teams. Yang always been the stronger, Yin the more technically proficient, in my opinion. But it's led them to be the only team to ever hold the men's and women's tag team titles. 5 down, 10 to go, tag made. Heidi Howitzer, does Yang realize there was a tag? I think she does now, but there's not much she can do about... Oh, look at that. Oh god, that elevator cable that we call ropes for some reason. The barrier right into the bicep. Hurricane! The spinning back fist. But that was the arm that was just damaged. I noticed Heidi was able to get her shoulder up even with the save. Yin going up, thinking full circle, Yin and Yang together. No! A big splash, but once again, no water in the pool. Splash is not working for either team right now. Cover. 1. Oh, rope break, referee spotted it. Thank goodness. At that angle, it would have been easy to miss. But senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, with the eyes of an eagle, even in the somewhat dank atmosphere of the Forge. Vertical soup, no, going up! Duality driver! He sought to us as a duality driver for 1, 2! Only 2. So close, so very, very close. Damn right, tag team wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the AWL does best. We bring you the best animated wrestling on YouTube. Give us a subscribe if you want to see more of this. This is just the warm-up. This is just the setup. This is just the prologue. Big things are going to be happening in Season 22. Collar and elbow, Irish whip into the corner, the neutral corner. We know Yin likes the spin kicks. The Yin spin in the neutral corner, up and down. One-handed powerbomb from a wasteland waistlock. The tag is made. Heidi back in. These two, Heidi Howitzer, Maxie Impaler, they're not smooth, but they are powerful. Duality driver. 1, 2. Kick out. And a kick out before the breakup, I believe. Now are we going to see a splash actually work? Are we going to... Yes, we are. No! Going for a Queen Kong knee drop. But again, no water in the pool. Nobody has successfully gone to the top rope and hit anything in this match. That just shows the level of defense on both teams, despite the experience differential. Oh! Legs up at the last second. As Yin just gets paintbrushed. The taste slapped out of her mouth by Heidi Howitzer with the spear. 7 minutes, we can see double tag. No, Heidi does not tag. No tag on the side of the Wasteland War Party. Going up, and boom! I think that was a springboard clothesline that time. Heidi may be thinking of that spinning pile driver. Maybe she's thinking tag Kogeki. As it stands, she will get neither at this juncture. Collar and elbow. Yang trying to control the territory. Can't quite get Heidi over to the yin and yang corner. And there we go, going for the pile driver. The darkness driver, and that's it. The referee calls that a knockout. We're gonna have to wait for the yin and yang versus Dancing Queen rematch. Because the Dancing Queens have a date in the Wasteland.
And the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, the Wasteland War Party.
Thank you for watching the Forge the 4 tournament. Up next, it's going to be the Oshogatsu Taikai Bracketology Special. We'll see you then. And again, there's going to be big news coming out of that video. But for tonight, korede, imarida.